Hello YouTubers, welcome to episode number. And today we've got another half hour, so that's going to be exciting. But first we have to get a little session to warm up. Let's get to it. And we've made it into the crew room for breakfast after a wonderful session. We rode in the 8. I put the GoPro on one of the other boats, but I'm not allowed to put that footage on the line. So I've put different footage from another session. Hopefully you enjoyed that. But now it's time to fuel up, because remember, food is fuel, and then we're going to do a half hour this afternoon. All right, let's get to it. And we've made it to the floor.
You there too, Cal? Yeah.
We're just having some recovery time before we get to yam on it for half an hour.
We're yamming it for 10.
And then we're going to let the food chill out also, so it doesn't come back up like it did in the 2K. But we'll see you probably on the rowing machine. And that's us finished a little walk after our half hour. Mine didn't go as planned. No excuses, yammed on it, stepped on it about 15 minutes in, tried to go again, and the yam was short a little bit. But that's probably a very good training piece. Again, digging into the pain cave and seeing what happens. So now, as always, as my jaw is cramping up, time for some food, because food is fuel. And we've made it into the crew room after a diabolical half hour and blowing my doors off and fueling up with some lovely chorizo filled risotto and some chicken. Absolutely delicious. What's your review, Fraser?
Oh, it's good. Splendid. Splendid.
What are you up to for the rest of the
Do you reckon
day?
I can down this whole juice in one go? Yeah? Worth it.
And we've made it into the house for recovery time for the rest of the day. It's been an interesting morning. The half hour itself that I did was slower than the one from 2 weeks ago, which is a bit unfortunate, but like I've said before, it's a training week, training piece, and it's just all about sort of being part of the process and pushing on. So today I did in fact blow my doors off. I was yamming on it for a good while, and I decided to, instead of start slower and then really wind it in, I decided to narrow that band. So around 15 minutes in I stepped on, and it was just a bit much. So that's what happens when you're experimenting with training, and that's what blowing your doors off, if you didn't know that term phrase, it is something like this.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
And you don't really want that to happen too often, but it's always good to have that happen. Test the boundaries, similar to what the 3x2K was a few weeks ago or a couple of weeks ago, and finding out where you can push yourself, where that limit is, how it feels to blow, how it feels to just explode and ride the red line, and then for next time you know where it is, you know if you can push, you know if you can't. But like I said, it's all good training, and now I think it is important to recover properly. So I'm going to have a little nap, I think, and that will be it for the rest of the episode for today. So unfortunately, we couldn't quite get the footage of the boat that I put the GoPro on this morning, so I just replaced that with different footage because the coach didn't want me to put that boat on the vlog. So hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of footage that I replaced it with, that I am not quite sure what I replaced it with at this time, but we'll see. And remember, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button, and have a good one.